Now, if you're a long-time subscriber to the channel, you've watched me restore every step of this bike on previous videos. We have enjoyed it for many years since that restoration, and there's a very, very unique thing about this bike that's very different than all the other bikes in my collection. And I'm going to detail some of the things, and there's actually a lot of them that are different about this bike, but I'm going to try to detail them on this video and some of the reasons I really like this bike. And it's not obvious. It's not something you look at and you say, whoop, right away it jumps out at you. You have to look at it for a while. You have to carefully look at it for a while. And then you have to think to yourself, this is a classic bike and it is worth restoring. And I don't collect bikes to have them sit in the garage or just to take them to shows. The object is I want to ride them as often as possible. Again, I have two of these in my humble collection. I try to collect one bike from every 10-year period that I've been involved in motorcycling, and that has resulted in a very eclectic collection of bikes, all of which seem to suit my needs pretty well. This bike, when I first rode it on the track, I rode it on the track for several years before I bought the second one, and from the two bikes I made one bike, which is this one, and I have a spare bike that is still an active track bike, but this one has all of the nice bodywork on it, and I have two sets of wheels, a spare engine. Actually, I have a whole spare bike, but this is the one that's registered. It's a registered historic. It's free for life, and it is, in my estimation, this is a true classic. All my life I've owned more than one motorcycle, so it was not a new thing when I got 3, 4, and 5 bikes into my humble collection. And then I realized, you know, I need a bigger garage. But then we bought the house we have now that had an empty 2-car garage. We don't put cars in the garage. So it allowed me to expand that to 9 motorcycles. I really don't have room for the 10th one. I wish I did. But I have managed to collect, and it's an eclectic collection. Every one of them is unique. Every one of them I've restored, custom painted, done the wheels on, changed exhaust systems, done the motors over, every possible thing, designed custom paint work for them and custom badging. And I still, in the back of my mind, I still wish I had a bigger garage. Now, I know that's unrealistic because I'm 79 years old. I'll have to live with what I have. Now, being a classic, it has the classic styling that I personally like. Not everybody does. People like the more modern Darth Vader look of modern bikes, or the classic Norton Commando look, or Triumphs. But I think this is a very attractive bike, and I think the Toxic Avenger paint scheme that I came up with, it's actually a copy of a paint scheme I used on a model airplane in 1991. And to me, anytime I go to a meetup, anytime I go to hang out with a bunch of guys that have not seen the bike yet, they always look at the paint job, and it's to me, It suits my needs. I like the fact that it's just a little bit different than one that would come from the factory, yet it looks like, hey, maybe the factory, maybe they made this years ago. What year is it? What model is it? And sometimes you can fool people, and sometimes, well, sometimes you just have fun with them. This second one of the 750s that I bought very, very inexpensively, it was in really rough condition, didn't run, among other things, and it was in a kind of a container that had a leak in it. It was leaking right on a gas tank. When Luciano and I picked it up, Luciano found it on the internet. We went down to a really rough neighborhood and picked it up. That's a whole nother story for another video. And it took me a whole winter, absolutely a whole winter of working on this and trying to do everything. I had it down to the studs, as I always say. Down. That's just a carpentry thing. But anyway, and I had in my mind, I had a picture of what I wanted. I wasn't sure I was going to get it at the very end. I had to change the tail section dramatically. I had two sets of bodywork. I had to replace some of the fairing parts, just had giant cracks in them. And I was able to do a lot of those repairs on video. But the bottom line is, in the very end, I had a bike that I really enjoy riding, really enjoy it. Now, back in this era, all the manufacturers were experimenting with different size wheels. This bike has a 16-inch front wheel, an 18-inch back wheel. Kind of annoying looking for tires. You're limited in tire choice. See in this picture, you can see it makes the back wheel look really bigger than it is. But luckily, Pirelli still makes the Sport Demon sets of tires in the right size. They're still available, and I have a spare set just in case they stop making them. I always like to stack the deck a little bit here. But at 79, I guess I don't need 10 sets in inventory. I don't know. I don't need the 40-year roof on the house either. But this bike, I hope I have right to the last ride I ever ride. One of the things that impressed me most over the years I've owned it, over 12 years, I've always been impressed with the fact the bike is so bulletproof. It's really amazing how bulletproof this bike is. It's got almost 40,000 miles, and I've switched out the exhaust many times, settled on the Muzzy muffler. I just love the sound of that Muzzy muffler. It's just me. And if we were riding back in an unpopulated area or track days, I do have other much louder mufflers. I polished up that swing arm. Look at that swing arm standing out in this photo. That's a very popular video on the channel, polishing that swing arm. And every step of it, I have a set of green wheels for it. I like to swap the wheels out from now and then just to give it the evil twin look. But that's always been part of the bike. Having two bikes, having four wheels, both sets are custom painted. And I still am looking forward to, in my mind, coming up with some kind of a unique paint job that I want to do, because I still have an extra set of bodywork for this bike if something really comes along to float my boat. of free things that came along with this bike I didn't expect. Number one is the riding position for somebody my height, weight, and size. Just very, very close to perfect. I made very low handlebar risers just to get the bars up. I think they're less than an inch, but that was one thing, just made it perfect. I have two seats. I made one seat just a little bit lower. I love the fact that you sit so low on this bike. It's narrow. It feels a lot lighter than it is. I've spent a lot of time getting the mirrors exactly what I wanted. It had fairing mount mirrors. I wanted bar mounted mirrors, and I wanted mirrors I could see out the back. Just me. And I wanted the radar detector, of course, the most important thing. Without that radar detector, well, you know, I'd probably be in Sing Sing right now. Anyway, the radar detector, as always, Valentine, thank you for saving my bacon. Because every bike in my humble collection is just a little bit different. Some of them make me feel like a hooligan. This one always makes me feel like a hooligan. And you go through the gears with that Muzzy muffler with the throttle pinned wide open, and that muffler, I don't know what it is. I really don't. Because I've got louder mufflers and I've got the stock one that comes with the bike. That one is a great balance in between. If you're looking to replicate the sound I have on this bike, the Muzzy seems to do it. I still don't know why. I've repacked it, I've polished it, I've put all those things on video, but it still has that wonderful sound. It's quiet going through town, and when you get out in these open areas where I'm riding today, where there's basically no houses for miles and miles, it's wonderful. Because the bike has an air shock, and actually the shock has held up very well with the mileage I have on a bike, and I have two of them, of course, and very, very adjustable. And of course, because it's air pressure, it's infinitely adjustable for the overall weight if you're going to carry a passenger. In my case, I never carry a passenger, and I can set it just for me, and it's good to go basically for the rest of my life. And the muffler, the shock, the forks are good on the bike. The anti-dive, useless, but I think all the anti-dives are useless. But the overall appearance of the bike makes me happy. And somewhere during every ride, no matter what bike I'm riding, I think how many hours of my life I put into this restoration. And a lot of hours, over 500 hours into this restoration. And it was a whole very, very cold winter. I think we were snowed in almost all the winter. When I look back at the videos, there's snow on the ground on almost every one. All the time I spent painting the wheels, repairing the bodywork. The Bondo work on the tank was endless. Making that tail section, just a load of work, just so much work. When I look back, I'm amazed that I did it all in one winter, in one I call it a restoration season. But as I'm riding the bike today, or as I'm riding it in the future, I will always say to myself, what could I have done with that 500 hours? What TV shows or what bar could I have sat in, or what could I go bird watching, or or fishing, or play golf? To me, every minute of it, every minute was worth it. And if you're still watching the video, I'm sure you share the passion I do for all motorcycling, old bikes, new bikes, restored bikes, Kawasaki's, Yamahas, whatever brand floats your boat. I like to have some of everything. That's the problem. The problem is I run out of two things. I run out of garage space, and being 79 years old, it looks like maybe somewhere down 5, 6 years from now, 10 years, I may run out of time. Now, if you're new to our channel, we have a very, very eclectic channel. One of the new features we have now is some of the videos are grouped into groups that you can access all the videos for one category in one mouse click. And it should be very convenient and very handy. Just check out the feature on the main screen playlist. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support, and it makes this channel possible with all the things we do, the painting, the wheels, the polishing. And please take a second or two and hit the like button. And thanks everyone for watching.